Hi everyone, today I want to show you how to make this really sweet Easter basket. It would also be great for a picnic basket or treats for any time of year. I'm going to put this out of the way so you can see it. Really cute basket with moving handles. It's a good size too, it'll hold quite a bit of treats. It's really simple to make and it requires a 6x6 sheet of cardstock and 2 strips at 1/2 by 6 inches. To make the box, or I should say basket, you're going to score the 6x6 square at 2 and 4, and then turn and score at 2 and 4. Now, while it's still here, I'm going to get a pencil out. Okay, I'm going to get my pencil and I'm going to make a mark at 3 inches. And there we go. And I'm going to draw a line from that little mark to the corner. Kind of making a triangle in the center square on the top and bottom. Okay, now these squares need to be divided into thirds, which is hard to do because it's exactly 2 inches. So I figured as close as I can, and that was, and if I went with 1/8, I kind of counted up some 8s, so I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 8s, and I made a little mark. And then from this side I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I made a little mark. And that actually makes the center one is not 5/8, it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So they're close. You need to do it in thirds, and that is close enough for this particular thing. And you're going to draw a line. You only have to do it, you don't have to draw a line in the center, but if it's easier, go ahead and go all the way down and then erase. And you do the same thing on this one, so count 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And okay, so you can erase that one. Now we're going to cut, and you can do this with your paper snips. It's a little easier with the snips for this particular one. Hopefully you can see my line. So you see I've got a triangle here, and then these are in thirds, and you're not cutting these at all, so my pencil line there is just because it was easier than skipping. So you're going to go up to that score line and stop, and stop, and stop. And then you're going to cut out this triangle. Now you'll see when we put this together that the preciseness of these little flaps is not that important. So it's okay that they're not exactly thirds. Okay, almost there. Now this is a 6x6 square, but you can move that up a bit and make it an 8x8 square, 10x10, and you'll get a bigger basket. Okay, so I'm all done. So I've got 3 little kind of fingers here and a triangle, and then 3 and the same on both sides. So you're going to fold those up. Like this. Okay, and then we're going to put this together. It's really simple. You're going to bend these in. So, oh, I forgot. I forgot one step. Take a little bit of your paper snip and just cut off a little bit from the two here. It's just going to make folding it easier. If you don't do this, it's okay. Okay, there we go. So now you're going to just bring these in, and I overlap on top. So this one goes on top of this one, goes on top of that one. And bring it in. And then what you want to end with, oops, is a top that is flat. So you're going to have a little bit of a point sticking up at the top. So you've got those all in. Hold them in place as best you can, and then you can use your stapler and attach them all together like that. And you're going to do the same thing on this side. Bring that one in, and then this one, and then level them out so they're flat. There. And then you're going to take your paper snips and cut off the tip that's hanging over. So now your basket has a flat top. And this is all garbage. Okay. Now you do need 2 circles cut. These are 1-inch circles. And you need to score these in half. So you can use the scoring blade on your paper trimmer, or if you have any other scoring tool. Okay. So you're going to fold them in half on that score line and add some liquid glue. And you're going to go right over that stapler. Now if you have a little paper clip on your desk or something, I happen to have these little mini binder clips on my desk, so I'm going to use that just to hold it in place while it dries. There we go. So you're going to let that dry for a moment, and we're going to punch holes for the handles. Now I want to let you know that Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell brads any longer, and I just happen to have some brads from back when they did. It's kind of a bummer because brads are handy for certain bags and boxes and things like that, but you can pick some up, and hopefully you'll have some left over in your stash. You're going to need 4. So while that's drying, I am going to take these strips of 1/2 by 6 inches, and I went ahead and did them 2 at a time, and I punched holes for the brads. Okay, I've got holes here in my handles. And another thing I like to do for the handles is I like to round the tops, just so they don't have that sharp edge. So I just put it inside of a circle punch, and it just kind of rounds the tops of the pieces of cardstock. Just makes them look, sometimes 2 works, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. Just gives them a nice little rounded top. Okay. Now we also need to attach some holes, and I think I can do it with the binder clips still in place. So you're going to want them to be even, and what I do is just put the edge of the hole punch right up to the edge of that circle, and that way I know that I am the same distance apart on all of my handles. Oops, oh, that one's too close to the top. Sometimes when I make a video, you get a little nervous and make mistakes, but you want them to not be as close to the top. So there you go. There's your basket. I think we can probably take these off. Okay. Now I wanted to add some little ribbon trim to the inside of my basket, like on this little sample here. So what I did was I used this tear tape. It's easy to get along the inside, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. What you do is if you put it in your hand like this, you can go around the edge. You can also add just a little bead of the liquid glue to do this. Oh. Alright, so then you've got that on the inside. Let's go ahead and take the backing off. There we go. Okay, and then this is the really pretty little, very vanilla trim. And it's pretty, and I didn't get to use it very much, so it's kind of nice that I found a use for it. I'm going to go ahead and stick it right on the inside along that tear tape. Now you can use any ribbon for this. You can ruffle it as you're going around or lay it flat. You can use paper. A little scalloped strip of paper is cute. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I've got that all around. The lace is easy to poke a brad through too, which is why lace is a nice choice. Okay, so now we're going to attach our handles. So I'm going to use 4 brads. Oh, while I'm going to put that in, I might as well put in my little tag that I made. It's an Easter treat for somebody sweet. And I wanted to round this top also. So I kind of feed that through the back also. And there we go. And I'm going to put a hole punch through there. There we go. The brad can go through the little label. And the handle. And the basket. And then when you come through the other side, flare out your brad. And then they go across to the other side of the basket as opposed to this one. We got one side done. Okay, so this would be a really cute basket with just about anything in it for summertime. You can invite someone to a family picnic or barbecue, put some chocolates in there as a party favor. So there we have an Easter treat for somebody sweet, and it's really done here. How you want to decorate from here is really up to you. On this one I added just a little bow. On this one I think I'm going to add some of this really pretty ribbon. It's rouge ribbon, sweet sugar plum, and I think I'll just add a bow in this to the front. There we go. You can find the directions for this on my blog at www.bethspapercuts.com, and I have a whole lot of little Easter projects on the blog as well. and you can check them all out, and I hope that you will check out some of the Easter videos I've made. So there's all kinds of great stuff. You still have time to make these things for Easter. I think we've got a few weeks left. There we go. Let's trim this up. There you go. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. You can shop online at my blog, www.bethspapercuts.com, and I always have hand stamped thank you cards to send to all my customers. Sometimes I send little baskets too. I send them flat, though. You'll have to put them together yourself because you know, that will squish in the mail. And I also have a frequent buyer rewards program that you can take part in, where you can earn points to get a free stamp set. So this is my cute little basket. Here it is, filled with some fun little chocolates, and I hope that you like it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.